Here's Johnny!
The Shining is a movie about so many things. On the surface, it's simple. Jack Torrance takes on the role of the winter caretaker at the Overlook Hotel. He travels there with his family, and somewhere along the line goes insane and attempts to murder them with an axe. But of course, there is so much more beneath the surface, in not just the story, but also the various themes and comparisons to historic events within this film. And you realize right away that there are sinister forces at play here. That aerial shot of Jack's first drive up the mountains to the Overlook Hotel, while that soundtrack hits you with its own supernatural aura, really gives you a true sense of scale for the whole movie. Jack Nicholson portrays Jack Torrance as just a ball of stress. It's not always overly apparent, but you can sense all the bottled up resentment and angst within his character, and Nicholson's performance really lends well to this. With so much of what's happening in the film being psychological, having an actor who can convey such emotion with just a glance helps to show how Jack Torrance is slowly losing his mind. And the same goes for Shelley Duvall, just showing such a heightened sense of anxiety and fear. You can tell Wendy's and Jack's relationship is not a particularly healthy one, and her sweet, caring nature just adds to the tension while she's interacting with Jack. The Overlook Hotel is a character within itself, with its labyrinthian layout, all those corridors and rooms, and so much subliminal messaging within the decor and setup of certain areas, from Native Americans to Nazi Germany and Greek mythology. Trying to comprehend the various themes of this movie is not an easy task. There's just so much going on beneath the surface at the Overlook Hotel that you can easily get lost in its deep and cryptic layers. One thing that is strongly mentioned throughout the film is Jack's battle with alcoholism, and oftentimes the Overlook's evil spirits can be interpreted as a metaphor for alcoholism. Right after Wendy accuses Jack of hurting Danny, he heads straight to the bar.
Hi, Lloyd.
And discusses how he's been sober for 5 months, and that he hurt Danny 3 years ago, which contradicts what Wendy told the pediatrician. So there was a 2.5-year gap in Jack's incident with Danny and him becoming sober. So there is definitely a connection with Jack abusing alcohol and him abusing Danny, which is often the case in real life. During the scene where Jack is walking down Wendy in the lobby, he mentions his commitment to his employers and how they have complete faith in him. Shortly after that, while Jack talks to Grady from inside the pantry, he also reiterates this point. So we have him telling Wendy he gives his word to the hotel owners, maintaining his career and subsequently providing for his family, and him telling Grady he gives him his word to then kill said family.
You'll give your word on that deal, Mr. Torrance?
I give you my word.
Just like how so many abusive or alcoholic fathers or husbands provide for their families while also trapping them in this horrible circle of abuse, metaphorically killing them. So much of what makes The Shining scary is its ambiguity. You can never fully comprehend its true nature. And sure, Jack Torrance chasing down his wife and child with an axe is unsettling, but those quieter moments earlier on as the tension rises is where the true scares lie for me.
Why don't you start right now and get the fuck out of here?
My first viewing of The Shining was only a few months ago, but I have seen it so many times since then. It draws you in with its fantastic set design and unsettling score, and the more you watch, the harder it becomes to look away, almost as if the spirits of the Overlook Hotel have a hold of you until you become fully immersed watching in horror as the fate of the Torrances plays out. And once it's all over, all you want to do is search deeper to uncover the meaning to one of cinema's most perplexing and haunting experiences.
Midnight, were the stars and you. night and a rendezvous. Your eyes held a message tender, saying I surrender.
Go check it out. Go check it out. Go check it out.